What are the top things to do in Branson, Missouri? Well, you got a Branson native and a Springfield native. Let's go! What's going on, guys? My name is Jesse Wiser, and I'm a real estate broker here in Springfield, Missouri, and I have Brandon.
Hi there, I am Brandon Zacarias, and I'm a realtor here at Wiser Living Realty, and I would absolutely love to get the chance to work with you guys.
Wow, you're just going straight into the sales pitch.
I have to.
Well, before we do our sales pitch,
Yes.
This video is all about the top things to do in Branson, Missouri. We might throw in some like holiday stuff too. Never know. But if you guys are thinking about moving to the area, obviously we would love to get to know you. Go down to wiserlivingrealty.com. You can start checking out houses. You can see what's on the market. But ultimately, that's why we make these videos, because if you want to end up buying a house in Branson, buying a house in Springfield, whatever the area around where we are, we would love to get to know you, get to know your goals, get to know your journey. And it seems like a lot of people are actually reaching out.
Yeah, no, they really are. And another fun thing too is I actually know quite a bit about Branson, so I could teach you all the back roads, how to navigate through that area too. So that's a big one.
But if we tell them all the secrets, then the back roads for us.
No.
Anyways, top things to do in Branson, Missouri. So obviously one of the top things that people come to Branson for are the shows.
Oh, you have to.
So
it's kind of a thing.
What are the biggest shows in Branson?
The biggest shows in Branson are going to be the Haygoods, the Six Show, Branson Baldknobbers, the Shanghai Circus are just a few that we could go ahead and name right now.
Now, obviously, my favorite, probably, I have a top two, but my ultimate favorite, if I had to choose, is Sight and Sound. So I literally just went a couple months ago to see Esther. It was an amazing story about Esther.
Yeah.
But what I'm most excited about for 2025 is David. They're doing a story of David, and it's going to be amazing. The next one, so remember they were almost a tie.
Yep.
My next favorite is going to be Dolly Parton's Stampede.
I mean, that one is amazing, I will say.
I have only been to the Christmas one 5 times, and it's the same show every time, but you don't go for the show. You go for the 6, 7, 8 course meal that they bring out. They start you out with vegetable soup. I'm salivating right now. They give you a biscuit. They give you a whole rotisserie chicken. That you just gnaw. You don't have silverware.
No utensils.
No utensils. And then you end, of course they give you corn on the cob and all this good stuff, but you end with an apple turnover. That is next level.
That just sounds so good. I'm really hungry right now.
I know.
Next show is going to be Reza or Reza. I'm not entirely sure which that pronunciation is, but it is the Edge of Illusion.
Now I have been in the last act.
You're going to give the last act away?
Yes.
Okay.
He makes a helicopter appear.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how.
I feel like there's got to be some sort of secret whenever it comes down to these illusionists. Also, another one that I've been to is actually the Branson Belle Showboat.
A Showboat Branson Belle, which they feed you.
They do feed you, and it's really cool because you actually get to just walk around the showboat, and while the show is also going on, if you want to just get up and take a walk around, you can definitely do that and just go see the beautiful side of the lake out on the water.
You talk as you have experience with this one.
I do have experience with this one. It was actually really cool. It was, I'm not gonna lie, it was a couple of years ago, but at the same time, I think it was around 4th of July, and they had a bunch of red, white, and blue. They were very patriotic, as a lot of people around here are, and it was just really cool, a lot of fun.
So, those are the shows. Of course, they're along 76, maybe off the 76 on Shepherd of the Hills Drive. But let's talk about 76 Strip. So it's the 76 Strip starts on the east side where the Branson Landing goes through downtown and then through all of 76. That's the road that you follow. And all the good stuff is off of 76.
Oh yeah.
So let's mention a few and then move on to the next category.
Okay, sounds good. So the classic 76 strip in Branson is really the core of Branson itself. I mean, that is the main drag. A lot of great things that are on the strip is going to be massive things, really. You've got King Kong, you've got a giant octopus, and also you've got the Titanic itself, which I've been to the Titanic. That one is a lot of fun.
And we also took the Ferris wheel from Chicago and brought it onto 76.
That is true, yeah.
Ooh, so you just can't like not look at Branson and not see the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Man, it's giant.
I still have yet to do that Ferris wheel though. I really want to go do it. Yeah.
So some of our favorite places deal with these huge attractions, like obviously King Kong is on top of the Hollywood Wax Museum and Mirror Maze next to it. That Mirror Maze is huge, by the way. It has a bunch of wax celebrities you can visit, and the Mirror Maze looks fun too.
The Upside Down building is connected to Wonderworks, which is a laboratory that went wrong.
Yeah. The Titanic with the Titanic Museum has articles from the actual shipwreck. You can feel how cold the water was that the people had to endure, which at the end, you stick your hand in it. I think at the beginning, I've been there once, but I forget. But I think you go in and you take a name.
Yep.
And you take the identity of that person that was on Titanic.
Yep.
And then you can kind of go through and see if you like survived or not.
My character did not at the end of it.
Dang.
I know. The Autobot next to Ripley's Believe It or Not, which has a ton of fun. You don't know what you'll find when you're there.
Yeah, a couple months ago, I went to Ripley's, believe it or not. There is the most gigantic Sharwin? What's the Sharwin?
Sharwin.
Charmin, yeah.
Oh.
The most gigantic roll of toilet paper. I don't know why I couldn't think. But it's huge. The thing is bigger than this room.
Is it really?
Yes, it's the largest toilet paper. I mean, it's 2 lifetimes worth of toilet paper.
I don't even know how much it would take to just go through that one roll.
There's also the octopus at the aquarium at the boardwalk, which has a bunch of cool sea creatures you can enjoy. They have some surprises too.
Again, off of 76 is Fritz's Big Adventure. This place has an explorable space for people of all ages. They have treetop courses, zip lines, bridges, and multi-story rope course. Underground tunnels, laser maze, climbing wall, rappelling, giant tree houses, multi-story slides, and so much more.
Yeah, one cool thing out by the road, they have the thing where you like put goggles on and it feels like you're falling, like free falling.
Yep.
I don't know what it's called, maybe parachute free falling or something like that. But you can like float.
Yeah.
I always wanted to try that, but I need to up my life insurance before I do that. The next up is the Track Family Fun Parks. Now that's plural because there's many fun parks there. Many family track family fun parks. There is 1, 2, and 3 fun parks. So like I said, the giant Ferris wheel from Chicago resides at the Family Fun Park. They have a few different go-kart racing tracks. There's laser tag, bumper boats and cars, mini golf, arcades, and a sky coaster. I heard it's pretty fun. I've been to a couple fun parks.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think my favorite is the go-karts. Next, let's talk about Shepherd of the Hills. This is a classic part of Branson that was once just a show, but is now adopted to having a giant zip rider, tower and ropes course, and a treetop sky trail. There's mini golf, slides, towers, tree houses, games, and they celebrate their own festival too.
One thing about Shepherd of the Hills, they have one of the best Christmas light drive-through experience. It's like $25 for a car to get in, something like that. But like the way they do it is so good.
Yeah, they really do.
One of the best ones.
We like to do it as just like a family. We'll go and have Amelia just, open up all the windows and watch all the lights that we're driving by.
Grand old time.
Yeah. Next is one of the biggest attractions in Branson. It is Silver Dollar City. I was actually just there.
Me too.
This is an internationally award-winning 1880s theme park that was founded atop of a massive marble cave.
I've been to Silver Dollar City many times, never been to the cave.
I actually haven't either.
Silver Dollar City is the biggest Branson experience that you can even experience in Branson. Like, that is the number one reason why people go to Branson.
Yeah.
So whenever you ask, like a study came out, why do you go to Branson? Number 1, Silver Dollar City. Number 2, the lake. Number 3, the shopping. Number 4, the shows. So when I went, I just can't stop talking about it. I talked about it before we hit record, but the corn dogs at Silver Dollar City, if you can find them, it's where they sell funnel cakes. But there's like a 12-inch corn dog, and I shared it with my wife. But I am raving about this corn dog.
And I just need to go back just to try this corn dog then.
The food at Silver Dollar City is next level, and they all make it there. Like, they don't ship stuff in. They all make their food at Silver Dollar City. That's what makes it amazing. Speaking of like the top things about Branson, one of them being shopping, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have a lot of shopping places, areas. Let's dig in.
Okay. One of the best places is historic downtown Branson because it is one of the oldest parts of Branson. This has places like Dick's Five and Dime, Branson Cafe, which is one of the oldest places in Branson before it was Branson, some other old-time shops, and thrift stores.
The one thing that really ticks me off about downtown Branson is that it's literally on a slope like this, and you got to park on a slope. So if you're sloped like this, you're trying to get out of the car, you're like pushing, you're
Not only that, you're really getting a workout when you're trying to get back up that hill.
Now, right next door to downtown Branson is the Branson Landing, which runs right along Taneycomo Lake. Pretty cool. They have a fire show and whatnot. Now, think of the Branson Landing like an outdoor mall. So it's got like the mall stuff, like Paula Deen's is down there. It's more like franchisey things at the Branson Landing.
I actually used to work at Branson Landing.
Really?
At New Balance,
Wow.
I was a New Balance rep.
Now, there is Bass Pro on the Branson Landing, but it's nothing like what we have in Springfield. The old grandfather of all grandfathers, Bass Pro. It's the largest one here in Springfield.
It really is just like a small version of it, but it's still so cool.
Small. It's embarrassing how small it is.
Another shopping place is the Grand Village Shops.
There's a Christmas store that goes all year long at the Grand Village.
Is it all year long?
Yes.
Those are for people that really love Christmas.
And there's also a soap place next door to it that people always get soaps there.
Do you get soaps there?
No, I'm always dropping my wife off to get soap there.
I was about to say, I feel like that is definitely one of Miranda's like favorite stores.
If there is one place you need to go for brunch or lunch in Branson, you have to go to Sugarleaf.
Oh yeah.
You will not be disappointed. I always get the corned beef. Is that something? Reuben. I always get the Reuben. Keep that edited in there. The Reuben, and then the salt and vinegar chips. Why are we talking about food? I'm like salivating.
This is very difficult right now, and before we have even eaten. So.
Yes. But the dessert, they have a s'mores chocolate chip cookie. So chocolate chip cookie with marshmallow and everything on it. Ooh.
And there's a lot of specialty items that are made there, including a leather store, soaps, like you mentioned. Yeah. There's a lot that goes on.
And of course, my favorite place, like I mentioned, Sugarleaf. You have to go to Sugarleaf. It's the best. Also, remember, one of the top things that I mentioned was lakes. People come to Branson for lakes.
It's a lot of fun on the water. I love going out on the boat.
I do not. There's just things that I don't like, and I'm just not a boating person.
Yeah.
I will drive a boat, but I will not just relax on a boat. Like I have to be the driver. Like I have to do something.
It's just so relaxing though. You have to go out and just enjoy, get a nice little suntan, and maybe pop open a can and sit in the water.
I can do all of that while driving the boat.
I guess that's fair.
He enjoys being on the lake and in a boat. I do not, but that's what makes the world go round, So we have a couple different lakes you can choose from down here. We obviously have Table Rock Lake. We have Taneycomo Lake. And then not that far away, we also have Shoals Lake.
Yeah, that's another one.
And a very fun fact is the shoreline of Table Rock Lake is over 800 miles, longer than the California coastline.
Think about it. I mean, it's a big lake.
Well, another fun fact is that the lake encumbers over 43,100 square miles.
I heard this. I don't know if it's true or not.
It's not true.
Is there a town at the bottom of the lake?
Yeah. There's probably a couple towns under there.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, because whenever they dammed it up, I mean, I'm sure it flooded some towns.
Well, that's just unfortunate.
If you want to see that story, check it out in this playlist right here.
You can boat, ski, fish, sunbathe, swim, or anything you could ever want to do on the water. It is such a beautiful lake and the area.
You can camp. There's like marinas there. There's state campsites. I mean, there are so many places you can just drop off an RV and just go.
Yeah.
Or there's a ton of Airbnbs where we went a couple weeks ago. We got this Airbnb like right on the lake, had lake viewed in Indian Point, which is right next to Silver City. So, I mean, there's so many options when it comes down to Branson, which means there's a lot of real estate that you can buy, you know, as a vacation home. All right, guys, if you want to check out more Branson videos, check out this playlist right over here. And whenever you come visit the Ozarkians, or the Ozarks, you watch for deer, okay? Have a good one. We're like trying to get up at the
I
same
know.
time. All right, guys. It's like I just breathed in like a helium balloon or something.